Shalom and aloha, everybody. We're here for the final quarter activation. And for the first time, I have my toddler in the room doing his thing, so we'll see how this goes. But I'm getting the call to do it now. Gotta take the call, gotta follow the call. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle as I always do. Feel free to let me know in the comments where in the world you're tuning in from. I'm tuning in from the Verde Valley, Arizona. Feel free to share this video now while we're live with any family or friends, somebody you know who could use a positive message right now or a message of guidance and inspiration. Maybe you have a favorite group on Facebook, you want to share this live. And then of course the recording will go to YouTube and Instagram Rebecca Magic when it's done. And you'll be able to share it with anyone who's not on Facebook. Okay. Giving thanks in advance for the message that's about to come through. Thank me, thank you, thank we, thank the one. Thank you for this map so we can move ahead with the most grace and ease. And I just want to remind you that this is the final quarter activation, so it means we're closing up one cycle and we're getting ready for the next cycle, right? So this is kind of the in-between week, as I like to call it. So this message is going to be a message of guidance to guide us through this part of the cycle where we're closing up one chapter and preparing for the next. Beginning with the challenge and gift, something we're stepping away from, why we're going through this, and the ally of the week. So beginning with the challenge and gift, 4 of Wands. This is all about stability and the foundation in the spiritual realm, in the realm of the unseen. So it's really about locking in first spiritually and within your mind's eye that blueprint for whatever you want to see come next. So whatever new beginning you've been attracting, whatever seeds you've been planting for a new beginning, how can you ensure its success into the future? By right now setting a blueprint and a foundation that is based in timeless law, that is based in spiritual law and the laws of the universe, so that it is unbreakable, so that it is absolutely coded in a sustainable way moving forward. It's the time right now to really start thinking about that and start feeding it energy first in your mind to create that solid foundation for whatever it is you're trying to attract. Because the new moon is coming, the new cycle is coming, you're going to have your opportunities to create it, but how are you setting the foundation in the unseen realm right now? Something we're walking away from, Page of Swords. Okay, and right now this message comes very clear, it comes through very clearly. Take your energy back from trying to fight battles that are just not yours, or fight battles that are useless and just irrelevant at this time. Futile battles, let it go. Take back your energy so that you can focus on what's important, which is the spiritual foundation and blueprint for what is to come. Because without that, everything will be unsustainable. It will all crumble. So take back any energy that you're expending in an unnecessary way, maybe making more challenges for yourself. Let's simplify. Take your energy back and put it toward creating this spiritual and unseen foundation so that you're locked in and you're unshakable for what's to come. Why we're going through this? We have the 7 of Pentacles, and this is all about looking at what we're creating and being sure, confident of what's to come, knowing that we've put in the work and all we need to do now is trust the process, okay? If you tend to the roots, the fruits will come. So we're going through this, recollecting our energy, focusing on the unseen foundation of what is about to come so that we can fully trust that if we're doing that work, then by law, we can relax and trust that the harvest will come. Don't waste time being frustrated or impatient and wondering when it's going to come. Do the work all the way through from the roots to the fruits. Do the work in setting the spiritual foundation so that you can rest assured that by law it's going to come. Just focus, stay focused on the work, and don't get stuck in petty arguments that are not even yours, or arguments that are just not worth it, or challenges that you're just self-sabotaging, creating more challenges than there need to be. Okay, and the ally of the week is the Zayin, the Hebrew letter Zayin. And this is like a weapon of force. It's connected to Arcanum 7, the Chariot, aka the Conqueror. What is there to conquer but the lower aspects of yourself? That's how we rise, by conquering lower aspects of ourselves. transcending those lower aspects and becoming an ever higher version of ourselves. So find that power in you, find that force, and do not use it to fuel those insignificant arguments or those insignificant ways you've been using your energy. Take that back. Take it back. Don't use your precious force and power for those things. Take that power back, that power, and use it toward creating this foundation. You can, hold on guys, this is the toddler life. This is the mom life right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna be out of the frame a bit here. Okay, so take that power, take your absolute power, and remember what it's there for. Okay, this Zion as our ally this week tells us, do not use your precious force on such insignificant matters. Okay, let's tie in all these cards together. Zion says, do not use your power and your force, which is not yours, but yours, the greater you, okay, the one source of which you are connected to. So use that power for what it was originally intended, to create a stable foundation in the spiritual realm, to create a blueprint for your life that relies on spiritual laws that are timeless and apply to all dimensions beyond this temporary one. That's what we're meant to focus on. Not just using that power to fight useless battles. Take it back and use it, direct it for what it was intended for. Okay? And again, if you're wondering like, oh, where are the fruits of my labor? Like, when is it all going to come together? Just remind yourself that, oh, I may have been expending my energy in unnecessary ways, in foolish ways. So I just need to take that power back and put it all toward the true work, which begins in the unseen realm. Right? It's like you don't water the fruits. You don't water the branches and the leaves. You water the roots. But right now, it's like you've been, in a way, watering the branches, like doing this silly thing. That's what you look like when you're expending your energy on foolish matters, wasting your precious power. Because it's not about, it's not about just like wasting your human time, which is like not even real, right? It's about wasting your resources, your light, your energy, because that's for real. It's like you could either be using your energy for BS, or you can be using your energy for the grand plan of bringing heaven to earth. So let's take our power back. The Zion says, let's take our power back and redirect it toward the unseen realm, understanding that those are the roots. That's where we got to focus if we want anything to have sustaining results in the manifested world, in the material world. So how can you make your process more efficient? Perhaps if you examine all the ways in which you've been frustrated or impatient with your process, if you look a little bit deeper, you'll see that you've only been doing that to yourself, simply by not using your energy efficiently. So of course, deep inside, you feel like, man, if I'm not using my energy correctly, deep inside, then you know that that's going to reflect karmically in your process. And there's no one to blame but the self. Okay, so recollect your energies. Understand that if the thing hasn't been happening, it's because you need to sharpen your plan. You need to tighten up the ship. Recollect your energies and focus on the things that really matter, which always begin in the unseen realm. Reprioritize, prioritize wise. Focus there, take your power back and really give it toward what matters. Give it to the mission that we all are on of bringing heaven to earth. Put all of your energy into doing acts of goodness, simply doing acts of goodness, and watch how everything will transform. Okay, so if you become lost in that work of doing acts of goodness, which is literally bringing heaven to earth, then you're not going to be sitting there wondering or waiting or frustrated as to why my process is not giving me results yet. Because first and foremost, when you're on that path of service and on that path of embodying the light of goodness, doing acts of service, you instantly become fulfilled because you instantly begin to live your mission, and deep inside, you are so fulfilled instantly. So you'll never feel this, where are the fruits of my labor? You're feeling it right away, because when you do acts of goodness, who are you doing it for but yourself? Because there's only one. So if you want to feel fulfilled. Get lost in the good work. Stop fighting battles that aren't yours. Stop using your energy in an inefficient way. Redirect your energy away from the fruits to the roots, which are in the unseen realm. Okay? And that unseen realm is the realm of light, right? The infinite light, which is also known as the all virtuous light, which is also known as compassion. So if you embody any of the lights of compassion, which are all the different virtues, right? Because compassion embodies them all. So if you are actively embodying any of the lights of any of the virtues, if you are doing an act of patience, if you are doing an act of honesty, if you are doing an act of kindness, if you are doing an act of moderation, any of the virtues, if you are actively embodying them, being an instrument for them, then you are being an instrument for that light of the unseen realm, which is the light of the unseen dimension. And that means you are watering the roots and not the fruits. Okay, so that's the practical way to do it without much thought. By just simply being good, doing good. And anybody can do that, anywhere, any age. Anybody in the world can do that. Okay, so just recollect your power. Remember what it's for. It's for the grand plan of bringing heaven to earth. We all have this mission. And in a practical sense, that looks like embodying the virtues, being the instrument for their light, doing acts of goodness. Because you are already that light. It's about putting it into action, okay? The virtues are no good unless you're doing acts for them, working as them. Because you're already that light, but you need to put it in motion. That's why we're here. So recollect your energies from futile pursuits. Water the roots and not the fruits. Okay, leave behind futile pursuits. Water the roots and not the fruits. Okay, that's the main point here. I'm going to say it one more time. Leave behind futile pursuits. Water the roots, not the fruits. Knowing that the roots are the unseen dimension, the realm of limitless light. And to water them simply looks like embodying their different frequencies, doing an act that is virtuous, period. And in that way, you'll never be waiting around again. And the thing is, remember, when we do these activations, they apply forever. If you heed this advice, you begin to create a light, or multiply a light that already exists, I should say, that'll go on forever. It's the highest mission. And so what we're getting out of this moment and this guidance is this whole situation, whatever you're going through, whatever it looks like for you, we're all going through the same theme. So this whole situation you're experiencing is simply a catalyst to learn this lesson that you can apply to for the rest. You can apply it to the rest of your life, okay? You can understand so that this lesson will come in handy for the rest of your life, because we all have moments of frustration. We all have moments of, where are the fruits of my labor, right? And we're gonna have those moments where we feel like, oh man, like I'm frustrated. Why aren't things happening? And you will remember this activation because it's gonna apply forever. It's timelessly applicable. You will remember, oh yeah, I'm gonna come out of that frustration and I'm gonna remember to recollect my energy from futile pursuits, water the roots and not the fruits. And if I do that, then I can let go of this worry. Because that worry was simply my voice deep within telling me that I'm not taking the most proficient route, that I'm not taking the highest path, that I've been scattering my energies, and it's time for me to recollect my energy, give it to the most worthy cause of bringing heaven to earth, just embodying the virtues. And from that space, I can eliminate all doubt or frustration or waiting around for something to happen, because I'm doing it, baby, because I'm doing it now and I'm doing it well. So this lesson will apply forever. Whenever you have a moment of doubt, remember this activation and remember this moment. It lives on within you. We're literally rewiring your brain chemistry right now to take in this information and reprogram, baby. And so for the rest of your life and lifetimes to come, whenever you feel frustrated that the fruits are not coming, all you have to do is go, I remember. I remember I need to recollect my energies and direct them toward the most worthy cause. And from there, I can let go of any doubt that the fruits weren't gonna come, that the fruits were gonna be destroyed for some reason, because it was only me scattering my energy that was leading to that intuition from deep inside speaking to me, telling me, yeah, it's not coming. But that's because of my own choices. And so I can eliminate that doubt. and that fear that the fruits aren't going to come by immersing myself completely in the best and most worthy cause of bringing heaven to earth, of embodying goodness and the light of the virtues. If I just completely immerse myself in this mission of embodying more kindness, more forgiveness, more honesty, more patience, more moderation, then I won't have to worry. Then I'll know that I'm absolutely living my purpose, and I will feel so instantly fulfilled that I won't be looking over my shoulder for some karma to bite me, that I won't be deep down having my intuition telling me something's wrong, because I'll be living so right, so righteous. So remember, baby, Zayn, remember, the ally tells us your true power lies in that process of eliminating doubt and immersing yourself completely in the process of bringing heaven to earth and embodying the light of compassion. Let go of futile pursuits, water the roots and not the fruits. I hope you enjoyed this activation. We're doing the work together. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much for your donations and for your interest in learning with me. And you guys, don't forget, if you want to be able to connect to the archetypes in a way beyond what is taught in modern tarot books, please reach out to me for my Royal Path 1 and 2 books so that you can get started. I also have an entire video course with like over 30 hours, like maybe 40 hours or so of material speaking on the occult symbols within the tarot. It's a nice companion to the book, but they're two different things. And of course, as always, please reach out for personal guidance. Reach out for a one-on-one reading. I am available. Message me, private message me here, or email me info@royalpathtarot.com. info@royalpathtarot.com, or private message me. And if you want to give back, if this activation touched you in some way, you can Venmo me, Rebecca-Magic. Magic is spelled with a CK. You can see her in my profile. Or if you want to donate in some other way, just reach out, private message me. I'm so grateful to all of you for doing this work and for sticking it through with me. I'll see you next week for the new moon, baby. Hey.